Hey everyone, hi, welcome. Today, what you're about to see is 10 days of me sitting down in front of the camera at various points. Wasn't consistent about when I sat down, and I told you what I was grateful for today. And some days there's a little bit of context, and some days there are not. If you like this kind of thing, little gratitude projects, I am mostly a books and reading channel. But if you like things like this and you like the vibe of the video, I would encourage you to subscribe, stick around. Now let's go ahead and get into the meat of this video. As I mentioned, I stitched together 10 days of me quickly telling you what I am grateful for, and I just had the urge to do it. I just had the urge to put my mind in the right place, to be intentional about how I was thinking about my gratitude and the ways I was thinking about the way I'm being grateful for things, and to cultivate that, I think. And yeah, so I'm gonna let myself roll with the 10 days of gratitude. Gratitude day 1. Today I'm really grateful for naps. I have been suffering from a lot of headaches recently, and I haven't been able to get any extra rest because I am a teacher and back at school full time. And so as I've been suffering from these headaches, and one of the advice that them on the internet have said is to take naps and drink lots of water. And now that I've had a day off, I've been able to do that, and it has been glorious. And I am ever so grateful for naps. Gratitude day 2. Today I'm ever so grateful for a good night's sleep. I slept so well last night, and I don't have a headache this morning, and I'm so grateful for that. Gratitude day 3. I am so grateful for my students and their sense of humor. Yesterday, I had a student that said, the jello at the hospital eats differently. And so in his own way, he was saying that the jello at the hospital slaps. And it just got me laughing so hard. Yeah, which was great. And then we ended up writing the quote on my whiteboard because it made me laugh so hard. Yeah, it was great. It was great. So I'm so grateful for the little moments that I have with my students, and just how stinking charming they are. I love it. I love it so much. Gratitude day 4. My younger son is under the false belief that when I kiss and I snuggle and love on my older son, that it means that I don't love my younger son. And he'll declare that, you don't love me anymore, just because he sees me giving affection to my older son. And yesterday I had the wonderful opportunity to use that as a teachable moment to say, I think what you're trying to say, younger son of mine, D, that you want a kiss too. Like, you want me to snuggle with you. And so we practiced it. So I would give my older son a hug and a kiss. And believe me, I'm very affectionate with both of my children. So I gave my older son a hug and a kiss. And my younger son, I said, you have to declare, I want a kiss too. I want snuggles too. So he practiced, and he did so well, and it was just a lovely moment. So I guess the biggest, in terms of big things, it was something I was grateful for. I get to be their mom, and I get to teach them lessons. Sometimes you should insert yourself and ask for affection rather than doing it in a toxic way. But mostly I am glad that I was able to work through that with them, and that we got to have that moment together. And so I'm grateful for that. For some context, we have a tropical storm. The hurricane that is affecting Florida is going to be blowing my way though not with the same force or power as the hurricane that will hit Florida. But for myself in South Carolina, it should be a tropical storm at that point. And it's I have school that's canceled tomorrow. So I feel grateful to have a day off tomorrow. I'm only supposed to do one gratitude thing a day, but I thought for context, for context as a daily check-in type thing, tomorrow will be the day in which we will be living through some not so great, bordering on terrible weather. So, just thought that would be interesting to insert. Gratitude day 5. I am so thankful to be safe after this tropical storm / hurricane. Idalia, I might be wrong on my hurricane's name, but she came through, the hurricane came through, and we are safe. And I'm just so grateful for our safety and that it was not a bad storm, and that we, myself, my family, my town was spared during a time that could have been so much worse. Gratitude day 6. I'm at the end of my day and I am ready to get into my pajamas and snuggle up. And I was reflecting on what I am grateful for. And there are so many things. My husband and I have been working very different schedules lately. We're both jumping back into work. And my husband has got a really cool gig going on. And it means that he's working all over the place. And so today we were able to have dinner together as a family. And that is a luxury now, since our schedules have been out of sync for a minute. And it was really nice. It was really, I'm so grateful to have had dinner with my whole little family, my little unit. And I think that's what I'm most thankful for among so many other things. So many other things. Gratitude day 7. Today we had the most beautiful weather, and I'm so grateful for that, especially considering that just a few days ago we had a hurricane blowing through. The weather was gorgeous, and not only am I grateful for the weather, but I'm grateful that we took advantage of it, which was to go to the park. We had lunch at the park. We as in myself, my husband Ted, my 2 boys. We had lunch at the park, and we had a great time. It was really fun. And just when I live in South Carolina, and it can be so hot. It can be so hot, y'all, and very humid. And so when there is a low humidity, relatively cool-ish day, or a day that's not as hot, manageably warm, it's just something to rejoice over, and that I am rejoicing in. Gratitude day 8. Today I have 2 things to be grateful for. I mean, I have many things to be grateful for every day, but 2 that I wanted to share. One of which is Ted and I had a really long and honest conversation with each other, and it was inspired by forgiveness, the concept of forgiveness. And it was really lovely. It was really, really lovely. And I just feel ever so grateful to have continuous, open, and honest conversations with my partner, which is great. Even all of these years later, The other thing that was my deep one. My shallow gratitude, even though not super shallow, is I'm reading really good books right now. I'm reading really good books. So sometimes this happens where everything in my reading is just going super well. I'm about 2/3 of the way through passing. It's great. Really good. I am, inching to the halfway mark. I'm almost close to halfway of Passing by Nella Larson, by the way. Passing by Nella Larson. Case Histories by Kate Atkinson. Again, about halfway through, really enjoying this. I really think that Atkinson might be an author for me. And then I'm about 30 pages into Cutting for Stone, and I'm loving it. So good. Gratitude day 9. I have so much to talk about. I'm so grateful for the 3-day weekend. It is a holiday here, and so I and my husband have Monday off, and it's been great. It's so wonderful. So kind of generally, I'm grateful for that, but I'm also grateful for my friend Fraser. We were able to do tops and flops, and it's just so much fun. It's always a good time. It's always an enjoyable time. It's time that I just love. So yeah, two things today. Seems to be a bit of a trend. Gratitude day 10. I have been struggling with headaches, really bad headaches. It's allergy season, ragweed season where I live, and I have been sick, and I don't know if it's lingering sickness or what, but headaches have been really taking down my energy and my mood, and I teach all day, and then I come home and the only thing I want to do is be horizontal. And it's just discouraging to have one's health taken away in that manner. And so I've been working on it and working on some taking care of myself and solutions to these headaches that have really been playing a major role in my life. And so yesterday, I am so happy to report, and I'm so grateful that I did not have a headache, and it was so noticeable. It was so noticeable. It was something that marked my day, that I didn't develop one and that I didn't have one, and it was just wonderful. It was wonderful not to have something that has been kind of following me around for so long. So I'm ever so grateful for that. The last day was this morning. It's now the afternoon. I hope you all enjoyed it. I would love to hear what you are grateful for. Again, I just felt this sort of niggling urge, this little idea that grew, this seed of an idea that grew, and I just decided to do it. And I hope you all enjoyed. I know that I got a lot from this project. Again, I would love to hear what you are grateful for down below. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you all in my next one. Bye!